I have a Universal Audio Volt Series DA, or it's an ADDA. It's an audio interface. I've always used my Yamaha 4416, which is a really nice unit. It's digital, it does a lot of different things, but I'm going into the computer age. At least going to try this one. This one has a lot of different features, and actually what I'm going to do is unbox it. I started to unbox my recent purchase from Sweetwater. I don't know if you ever bought anything from Sweetwater, but I started to rip it apart and realized I'm just going to do an unboxing and then let you know how I do with this interface, because I've always used the old school format. And because of the old school format, let me go through this. Here we go. Like I said, I've already ripped it, got almost this far, and I realized, I'll do an unboxing. So again, this is from Sweetwater. If you ever bought anything from Sweetwater, they add in their little whatever booklet they're going to sell, whatever they got going on. Your recipe, your receipt, a little sticker. What's really cool is the most expensive way to buy candy. They always give you candy. Again, it's one of the more expensive ways to buy candy. Now, this audio interface, I bought the Volt 476. They have, as you well know, if you go on the interweb, oh, wow, I can't get it out. It's like glued in. No, I was glued in. Anyways, they have different ones, meaning inputs. And if you buy things like the one in the red, the Focusrite, it's got 20 inputs or 18 inputs and outs, or some of the more expensive ones. And that one is that's only $1,000. The Mode 2 is what people are using for the more cheaper, or the more, it's $600. But for some of the more smaller units, like this will be, hopefully, you don't have a lot of input. So I went with 4. Let's see how this looks. I went with 4. This is this one just came out. This is basically the end of April of 2022. Oh, look, it comes with a box within a box. How cute. Almost like a cell phone. Okay, here we go. Because what I've got to do is I downloaded the software I'm going to use on my computer. I'm going to use Reaper because it's cheap. And watch this website, Spectra guy. He's been using it. He's a semi-professional studio recording person, where I am a actually functioning rehearsal studio, but I record my stuff. And I like Universal Audio gear. Here we go. This one's really nice. Has this little, wow, it's really nice looking wood, metal. It's kind of heavy. Feels nice and smooth. Nice little smooth resistance throughout the whole knob. Buttons are cool. They don't go up and down. You just click the button. They don't actually go in or out. Sometimes it's good when they go in or out because you can visually see, but this must light up. I know that on the back you can power it up or use the USB-C as power. On and off button. I like this one when I bought it because it has 1/4-inch monitors for my JBL monitor speakers, powered monitor speakers, so this will be great. The outputs, it has 4 outs and 3 ins, 2 here and 2 here. These are the ones that have the preamp, the Universal Audio preamp, compressor, which has a pre-designated EQ for the vocal, guitar, a quick engagement or off completely the compressor. Has a vintage mode for that compressor. because Universal Audio they're known for their outboard gear. So this is nice. Has a nice little LEDs will come up in different displays. You can source your monitor in different variables, different ways you want to do it because it has 4 inputs and 4 outs. So there's the volume. It's kind of nice. We keep going. So what I downloaded the Reaper, and then now I have to download my Universal Audio on the computer. This is kind of the reason why I didn't do it. Seems to be a lot of work involved. I love black. What's in the box? Empty. All the different adapters for around the world, and of course, nobody gives you really any instructions anymore. You got to do it all online. Hey, I didn't know they give you an actual power. I guess you could do it on the USB-C or power it up, and they give you the actual cord. I was under the impression that they didn't. So there's not a lot there. But what I have to do in order to use this unit is register it with Universal Audio and then register it with my computer with Reaper, and then I can start using this by just plugging my guitar right into it and then record it to my computer. And I was, like I said, I was going to buy a rack unit, just stick it in a rack here that's really close to my old recording unit, and then I have monitor speakers that are right there, powered monitor speakers, because this is where I do my recording. Again, I'm a rehearsal studio, not so much a recording studio, but you gotta have a good preamp, and I use the 610 Universal Audio preamp. It has a compressor, and I'm old school, in which I like to go color my sound before it goes into the recording device. Where today, a lot of people, it's all about having a cleaner tone, and then going into your, like I said, I have a lot of outboard gear, but people like to have a cleaner tone, record it into their computer, and then change the different amps through the computer to get different tones. Where I like to have this sound going into the recording because I get inventive off the tone. Anyways, so what I can do, that's the reason why I bought that recording device, is I can go into my Roland digital drum set, or anybody who's playing the digital drum set, and go right in, have it's pre-mixed into there. It's got a bunch of mixers and all the other crap right there. And then go right into the Universal Audio 2-in, and then go right into my computer, little laptop thing over there, where that's Surface, Microsoft Surface thing. Anyways, so that's really good for that. But then if I have a regular drummer come in and wants to go, I want to have a big drum set, then I go into this recording device right here via the snaky thing on the ground, and then I could put that in there. But again, it would have to be pre-mixed 2 channels into the, into to this, and then into the computer. But I like to pre-mix my sound, again, before I record it, and that's what I'm used to. But with the computer, I'll be able to change things up a lot, or change out. One of the biggest things I wanted to do was cancel frequencies. A lot of times you have a lot of cross frequencies in recording, especially with a thing like that. This thing has a lot of channels, does a lot of things, but it doesn't do frequency cancelizations and some of the other stuff that you could do with software. Anyway, so here we go. This is really nice, and this will be great for my function. It's very small, and like I was trying to say, and I cut myself off, is instead of a rack unit and then being really close over here to the recording, I could be anywhere, plug this thing in, and then my laptop usually sits here because it's really for the Kemper. And if there's anything that I kind of don't like on this, if I was to say something, right off the bat, I didn't like about it when I was researching or going through stuff that I liked, was the MIDI. Even though I have workstation keyboards, it doesn't really help me very much. MIDI is just the signals. I like to record actual tone. So I know people that do the signals and can change whatever they want, but again, I like to record what I'm doing first. I know it sounds silly. I can do little echoes and some flanger and some of that stuff sometimes on the finished recording later. But a lot of times, again, my creativity comes off the tone right off the bat, so it has to happen. Otherwise, I just don't get the feeling. So instead of the MIDI, I would like that SPIF. My Kemper does that, and a lot of advanced, even though I'm not advanced when it comes to recording, but a lot of advanced stuff does that opposed to MIDI. So I rather have had that, or both actually. Some of the other ones have RCAs, and RCA is, I don't understand why somebody would want RCA. There's nothing in my world that's RCA. This really is quality, and again, it's still sit really small right there. The laptop. Let me get my my Windows thing here. Show you how small, in reference to the Volt here, which Universal Audio has. So there we go. So that's a really small table. This really works really nice, having it right there, popping into the guitar. Yeah, the guitar, or through a microphone, popping in the guitar, and then recording it. And then with software doing other stuff. So that's a nice little setup right there. And then when it comes to playback, I can pick this thing up, have the 1/4 inch for the monitor standing by, because I have these like set perfectly so I could stand right in the middle and be perfectly aligned for tone. Anyways, and then I can just bring that over here if I needed to. One of the things that people kind of don't realize when it comes to these things, these DAs, is especially this one, when it plays, when you record into this and plays into your computer, when you play back, it plays back through this and not your computer. So you do use your volume button, and that's why it's kind of on the front. Your front's just the headphones, your volume, and this. You actually use this. Ooh, almost lost it. You use it for your volume for everything. So there we go. There's my little unboxing and over explanation of my new Volt. I'll let you guys know, or I'll put out a video of how I'm doing with that. I didn't buy the Apollo Twin, which is like a $1,600 one for the bigger one, or $1,200 one for the smaller one. Even though, like I said, I have a lot of gear. I'm into gear. I'm a gear geek. But when it comes to recording, I'm pretty good with simplistic recording. I don't like to get too crazy. Because, God, I can just keep going and going and going. Like painting a picture, I don't know when to stop. So the more simpler it is, the better it is. I just try to do a quality recording in for the first part, right when I do it, try to do the best I can, and then stop. So this is new for Universal Audio. They had the smaller ones, I think the 1, the 2 series, and the 3 series maybe for this already. But this 4 banker, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, inputs and outs, is recent. And again, I'm doing this video at the end of April of 2022. So there we go. It's an over an explanation of that. And we'll see how I do. I'm pretty good with recording. I'm good with lighting, with boards. I've done a lot of different boards. And again, the Yamaha, different types of mixing boards and recording boards and Mackie boards and boards. But let's see how I do with this. Right on. You guys have a good one. Take care, Gear Geeks. And again, all my recordings or videos are just off my cell phone, real time, no editing, no BS. Take care.